Because they were eating of the tree of life before.
Because there was substance in the ground that will keep you want to eat from it, you will have life and have it a long time. But because God know that the wickedness of man will grow like grass, you know, grass grow faster than food. Yeah, man, grass grow faster than food.
Yeah.
Naturally, if you're a farmer and you plant your feed, you weed it up, you plant your crop. If you don't mind sharp, if you don't constantly weeding out that grass, it overshadow the crop and kill it. So God realized
that it's in its natural habitat.
So God have to put a curse on the land in a good sense, because it will not cause man to live for in their wickedness. Imagine that man had the wickedness for 969 years.
Wow.
What would be? What would be? So that's you know what I mean. So once that there, so that sin caused the planet to change. So it's not, we don't believe in climate change. The Bible already tells us what it is. It said this world is like a garment which shall be waxed old. So the further you get into time, the shorter man life will be, and the earth will be waxed more. That's why people are struggling. They put fertilizer and do all kind of things for the crop to grow right now. You understand? Because the substance in the earth are depleting. That was what God, you understand me? Because the wickedness of man. So we see that God gives man a diet in verse 18. Thorns and thistle in the original. This comes after sin.
Right.
Like lamb, all these prickles was not there before. Your face shall eat bread.
Right.
That was not there before.
No, that was not said to them before.
That was not said
it
to
could
them.
not have been said because it didn't exist.
It was not, you understand me?
Yeah.
But someone would say to you, then why did God make you with those things like you can urinate and defecate, you understand me? Yeah, because he know that you will sin. Man would sin. So you have to put these things in place that so you can you understand me?
Yeah.
That's the reason for it. But notice that it says, you know, we will be also be like angel only for a short while, you know. If Adam and Eve would stay the course, would I be like them?
Right, because we were only supposed to be like humans for a while, because in Hebrew, I think, man was made a little bit lower than the angel for a while. Yes. You notice also that it says, in the sweat of thy face. And as you said, this did not exist. As in the sweating did not exist. In the sweat of thy face, you shall eat bread. Back before this, when we read, his job was to dress and keep the Garden of Eden. But it never said anything about sweating. Just to dress and keep it. And then it says, till thou return unto the ground. What it says is that if you eat of it, then you shall die. And they have eaten now, so they should return to the ground. And then it tells us why. For out of it thou was taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. Genesis 2 and verse 7 tells us that God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostril the breath of life, and man became a living soul. And so the reversal now is about to take place. Number one, he is threatened. When he sins, he shall return to the dust of the ground, because he was taken from it. What I think it means that he was not meant to take place. He was meant, he should not be returning to the dust of the ground. If he had remained faithful, then this would not happen. Would not happen.
It was not the intention of God that he understand, but
Yes.
he know.
Yes.
So he made provision
Right.
for man.
Yes.
And up to today, that provision is still here for us to come back into harmony with God. Because everything that God put in place is for the benefit of the creature and its creator, you know. Because he say, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, no. But rather that the wicked turn and live.
Yes.
You understand? Ezekiel 33.
Yes.
You understand me? So he always want the creature to come back, to live, and to come back in harmony with him.
That's it.
But creature keep going away. Just like how Adam and Eve do it. You understand me? Notice what this says in Selected Messages book 2, verse 288.2. In the parable of the sower, the question was asked, Master.
The question was asked the master. Did not thou sow good seed in the field? From whence then asked it? Tears. The master answered, an enemy has done this. That's Matthew 13, 27 and 28. All tears are sown by the evil one. Every noxious herb is of his sowing. And by his ingenious methods of amalgamation, he has corrupted the earth with tears.
Notice now. And you look up the word amalgamation. That is saying, you know, when you put two things together from two different to create one.
It's create like something. It's like an alloy, a combination of more than one. Metal or material. Yes, it is an alloy. Yes, a mixture of more than one.
So when a person become a transgender, what you want to call him, remember what?
Amalgamation man. Because he come and say, he is a man that is behaving like a woman.
And when you say that it is no longer a male bathroom and a female bathroom, what are you creating?
Yeah.
That we have become, you know, a female can do, you know.
I'm interested in it says all tears, Marvin.
All tears.
All tears are sown by the evil one. All tears. What are tears? No, the Bible tells us. It we learn about it here. It says every noxious herb is of his sowing. Every noxious herb. There are plants that I know that are poisonous right now. There are plants that I know that other insects don't eat it. As long as it is there, they will fly past it. They won't even pitch on it because it is poisonous. Every noxious herb is of his sowing. Did God make noxious herb in the beginning? No. By his ingenious method of amalgamation, he has corrupted the earth with tears. Ingenious method of amalgamation. This is the type of technology that is only for the last few years that man is discovering. But it was always there.
In Genesis 6, the antebellum world, they were practicing this.
Right.
You understand me? And this is very important because notice when in target elder, the herbs.
The herbs.
In Genesis 3 and verse 18, it says, "Thorn and thistle shall it bring forth today, and thou shalt eat the herbs of the field." So Satan knows says the herb will continue to live a certain way that you can respond to the creator. What you think him do?
Straight to the herb.
He comes straight to the herb. All tears are sown by the evil one.
Yeah.
No tears been sown. No GMO seed come from God.
Yes.
Listen what I'm saying to the people who are listening. No GMO seed come from God. No white fowl was created by the creator.
Yeah. Yeah.
No animal that made in lab come from the creator.
Yeah.
All these things are amalgamation. They are not to give you, to help you to live, to, you know, the enemy bring it in to destroy your life. Notice what it says. Every noxious herb is sowing, not of the creator. And by his ingenious method of amalgamation, he will corrupt the earth with tears, Bridget. Look around, look at all the fast food around today. Hmm? Who else you think is multiplying them? Is they there for giving the for life? And if they are giving life, then why did the hospitals are so overwhelmed today? Why so much sickness? Hmm? And when you're sick, they give you medication that is not to cure you.
Because it to be sicker.
How many times you go today, they don't give you a diet sheet and tell you to change certain things out of your life.
No.
They give you a pill to continue to eat what you want. You know, so to grow the industry of this multi-billion-dollar
pharmaceutical
industry.
And it is interesting to note, Marvin, that the pharmaceutical, the original name of it, it's the original name, the word it was translated from is pharmakia. The root of pharmakia is sorcery. Sorcery. So every time I read about sorcery in the Bible, it is talking about pharmakia, pharmaceutical products. And what does sorcery do to you? Sorcery causes you to take your mind away from God to something of the devil. What does the pharmaceutical do to you? Almost all of the drugs you get from the pharmacy says do not operate heavy machinery. When you take them, you become sleepy. You are full of you are listless, have no kind of energy at all. It takes your mind away from God. That is the reason that this sorcery was established, to take your mind away from God. This is why they don't want you to go back to the original herbs to use because they want to take your mind away from God to something else.
In review and error, it's a review and error PHG.
No.
And this is
PHJ July 1 1905
we find the book where it's going.
Man.
In the meanwhile, in order to know what is the best food, we must study God's original plan for man's diet. He who created us and who understand our need appointed Adam his food. And what is that food? You can find that in Genesis 1, 11 and 12. Genesis 3 and verse 19. Behold, he says, I have given you every herb yielding seed, and every tree in which it is the fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for food. That give life unto man. Genesis 1:29.
Yes. It is PSJ is a magazine that is called Life and Health.
Thank you.
Life and Health, and so they just they
just put the abbreviation.
The abbreviation. It is Life and Health magazine.
So this is what God intended man to eat in the beginning.
Yes.
But the enemy have a different plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to know what is the best food, just go back to the original. And as we says, every time you are sick, every time something happens to you, you know where we go to heal you? Back to the original. We have to just go back to the original. And sometimes even before we touch the herbs, you know, even before you touch the herb, you go back to the original. And then depending on where it is you also sometimes you tell the person to stop eating certain things, and sometimes you take them as well.
Intentional. It said
Because these people were planting the herbs, they were planting food.
They were planting food to sustain their life.
Right.
But their life, you know,
destroy.
Who's going to feed them now?
Yeah.
Which table they're going to eat from?
The enemy's table, of course.
Oh.
Because the enemy makes sure that he destroy the good table. And know what you're going to eat. Because when we tour, we go and we look at the area. And you know what we see? There's some fast food. There's a particular fast food place down there. And every one of them we went, it was filled. That long lines exist to go to these fast food. Long lines.
And you know,
block the road sometimes with a long line to go to the meat that is manufactured in laboratories.
Yes, what I mean. And most of these people who go down to there, they carry food and eat to the people.
Yeah.
But they find themselves into a fast food chain eat.
Yeah.
No, that's how the enemy works.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's how the enemy works.
I say, you tend to think of verse 9 saying, fall out with confused eyes.
Yeah.
Or 9:8, you understand me?
Yeah.
Listen what I'm saying to you. Everything that the enemy is doing is to make you have less interest in the way that God wants you to live.
Yes, definitely so.
You know, it's true and say God's way is not attractive no more. In way of living, in diet, everything is like boring.
Yes.
Listen, everything is a deception. It cannot, and let us make it clear, it cannot go out of the three temptations that it in Christ with: appetite, presumptuous, and the cares of this life, worldly things. So let us go on, Ella. And this, let's go on.
Yeah, so we go to the next slide.
We go to the next slide.
Yeah, the next slide says fruits, grains, fruit, nuts, and vegetables constitute the diet for us by our Creator. And that is Genesis 1 and verse 29. These foods prepared in as simple and natural a manner as possible are the most helpful and nourishing. They impart a strength, a power of endurance, and a vigor of intellect that are not afforded by the most complex and stimulating diet. You notice that the complex and stimulating diet, these things constitute the things that the enemy sowed in the field. The tears, these things are tears. These are used to the meats that they make in the lab, used to the type of attractive foods that you can't even find the seed for it to replant it. Used to they are very attractive. And when you look at them, you say, man, colorful and nice, but when you eat it now, you find that you are not like how you should be mentally. You're not as sharp as how you are supposed to be, because you want to sleep, you want to do all different kind of things, because you are eating the things that are not meant to be eaten. You know, that's not meant to be eaten.
Yes.
Yeah, you should not eat them any at all.
So God's original diet for man is green, fruits, and nuts, and then vegetables added. You know, as a herb to help heal the person.
Yeah, an emergency measure. You know. You put the herbs in.
Constitute the diet chosen for us by our Creator.
Yes.
Notice, you know, God Himself. You know that natural things taste different from GMO. Of course.
Much different.
Much different.
Much different.
They take less worm too, you know. But we are going keep looking on the table of the devil.
Yes.
People are looking on the table of the devil.
Because we say attractive. That's what people say. Oh, it's attractive and nice.
Yes, man.
Look at the fast food place. How the fast food place is so colorful. By the colors alone, people are attracted to go there. And then the smell, oh, those nice smell emanating, say, oh, it smells good. But you know, for those persons who don't like it, every time when you pass by, it upsets your stomach. You really feel upset with all of these smell that coming at you. Because
you're moving away from it. Man. Notice that if you go into the market, you know, the local produce to the foreign produce, the foreign produce always look more attractive.
You know, I don't pay attention to it. I don't want it.
Because you know the harmful effect.
How can you plant a thing like carrot and it come out smooth and pretty?
Well, I tell you something. The size of them. You know, I was listening to a
and it light, you know, heavy.
I listened to a talk show person the other day, and she was saying she went to the market and buy some tomato. They are not red; they are like pinkish.
Yeah.
But she said when the tomato feel like a rubber ball, like something to play a cricket with. Everything that coming from there, you know, even though it's GMO down in Jamaica, you understand?
Even the GMO different.
Even the GMO in Jamaica, it come like a different from the one up there. The things here are different.
You said tomatoes. When I go to buy tomatoes, I only buy a certain type of tomato. Because you know my tomato must only have one heart. When you look at some of these big old fat tomatoes that they have, these pink ones and all these colored ones, you notice that when you cut them, they have 3 and 4 heart. Centers, the tomato must only have one center. When you look, you see a number of centers in it. And you find that it is sweet. It is so sweet that it is abnormally sweet. How is it that you can have things like those growing? You know, these things are supposed to taste like vitamin C. It's supposed to be sourish. How is it that it is sweet? Like it is already digested. Like glucogen is already, the pancreas produces glucogen. It is already digested by glucogen. How is it that way? It should not be. It should not be. It is, you must give stomach the chance to work. Your pancreas has to work. This is why when you eat them, it looks like you're eating medicine. Because these things, so avoid it totally.
So, you know, in 2 Corinthians 2:11, look at this text last week.
Yes.
It says, let Satan should get an advantage of us. For we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yes.
Listen, we're going to read a quotation from Truth. Truth about angel. And this is from page 12, paragraph 2. This is very, very important. Satan gathered the fallen angel together to devise some way of doing the most possible evil to the human family. Notice it says, you know, this was an insight that Ellen White get. That what Satan planned to do to destroy mankind. One proposition after another was made, till finally Satan himself thought of a plan.
Temperance.
A temperance?
Temperance, yeah.
Temperance. Thank you. Thought of a plan.
Yes.
He continues to read.
Yes. Satan gathered the fallen angels together to devise some way of doing the most possible evil to the human family. One proposition after another was made, till finally Satan himself thought of a plan. He would take the fruit of the vine, also wheat, and other things given by God as food, and would convert them into poisons, which would ruin man's physical, mental, and moral powers, and so overcome the senses that Satan would have full control. Under the influence of liquor, men would be led to commit crimes of all kinds. Through perverted appetite, the world would be made corrupt. By leading men to drink alcohol, Satan would cause them to descend lower and lower in the scale. Can you imagine this? You notice that it is from this meeting last week. We looked at the snares of the devil. We looked at how that Satan and his angels from Revelation 9 was angels.